Hello everyone, it's Katie, aka Miss Pink Melts Away, and I want to wish everyone a very, very happy Easter Sunday. For those of you who follow my channel, you'll know that of 2013 of last year, I started my own weight loss journey on Easter Sunday, but it was March 31st and today is April 20th, so obviously it's been a little over a year, but I wanted to do the anniversary celebration of starting my weight loss journey on Easter Sunday because it was last Easter Sunday that I did a lot of reflecting on myself as a person, and it's when I decided I was going to get my life changed around. And so this day has been such a wonderful and proud day for me, just knowing where I came from last year. I was 211 pounds, and it's I want to talk real quick. I'm going to give you a brief summary of what happened as to why I started losing the weight. I was concerned about talking about this on online, and sharing my story that far out there. But at the end of the day, I want you guys to know that it doesn't matter where you are in life. You can always get your life turned around with, determination, and for me personally, looking to God, because without God I never would have been able to do my journey and be the person I am today. So I want to talk about last year I had a tragic death in the family, and I'm not going to get into details, but I'm going to say, it was really devastating. It was out of nowhere. We were not expecting it. The whole family was heartbroken. And then I was just in a funk. I was being stupid, and I ended up getting arrested. And I know that's probably going to be big news to, my fans, but we all make mistakes, and I just felt so guilty because all of this happened right before Easter of last year, and I'd always called myself a Christian, but I never, really, really valued God like I do today, and I'm so grateful that, Jesus was here. He died for our sins, and on Easter Sunday, even though Easter is just a symbol of the day of his resurrection, to me it really does symbolize so much, remembering that he died for my sins and he gave me a second chance to live life. And it was last Easter that I did, when we all do those honest prayers, when we're in real trouble and we don't know where we're going to go in life, and you at some point, I feel like all of us have just prayed to God, help me, God. And that's what I did. And it was that day that I decided I was going to turn my life around. I was no longer going to play the victim in life. I was going to take responsibility, and I was going to do something to make it up to my family, to my friends, and to God and Jesus, because I just wasn't being the person that I should have been. And so it was after I was arrested. I didn't see anyone for 6 months. I was on lockdown. I didn't get to go to school anymore, so I had to go to a private independent school, work full time, and I dedicated that time to becoming the best person I could, to getting in the best physical shape as I could, and so I could be an example to others and inspire others to know that it doesn't matter what point in your life you are, you can always jump back. It doesn't matter what age you are, where you are in your life, you can be whoever you want to be, but it takes time, and for me, it took prayer. And so I wanted to make this video to wish everyone a very Merry Easter, if that makes sense. But it's just a really great day for me to see what I've come from as a person, how I look to now, because I'm certainly not the same person I was a year ago. And I've certainly learned from all of my mistakes. And another thing is I actually am just getting off of a probation just 6 days ago. So throughout my whole journey, I was on probation. I didn't have a life. I dedicated everything to working out. So that might be one reason why I lost the weight. But another reason was the fact that I prayed to God, and I had to become very humble and look at myself in the mirror and go, okay, it's time for me to make a change in my life. And that's what I really hope this Easter Sunday does for a lot of you out there, because, not everyone's religious, and that's totally okay. You can still lose weight, in your own life, but a lot of you are religious, and I'm telling you that if you feel like you can't do this, just remember who the big man is upstairs. He's looking out for us. He does not want us to fail in life. He does not want us to be miserable in life or sad in life or depressed in life. He wants us to be the best people we possibly can and to bring love and positivity into this world. And that goes along with your body, because your body is your temple. You need to take care of your body. And, as a Christian, when I was heavier, I hated hearing those words, because I was a walking contradiction of my own faith, because I was not taking care of my body. I was not keeping myself in good health. And so I could, be a positive influence on the world. And I changed that, and my whole life has changed around because of this weight loss. This weight loss was not just to lose weight, but it was to shed all of the guilt that I had of, my previous life. And at the end of the day, I still have to look back at everything that I've been through. This journey is not easy for anyone, but it makes you feel like a new person and a fresh start person. And so I really hope that this video, even though it's not saying anything in particular, it's more of a confession, if anything, but sorry, I think I'm losing my voice because it sounds kind of like deeper. But anyways, yeah, I hope that this Easter Sunday is a wake-up call for you guys, and you guys feel inspired to really start getting your life in order. Because thinking back a year from now, what I was thinking, what I was saying to myself, I was just thinking, how can I get out of this hole? I'm 211 pounds. I just got arrested. I just lost a family member tragically. I just got kicked out of school. I feel like a piece of crap about myself. I mean, I'm morbidly obese. Where am I going? I'm about to start college, and where am I going in my life? And I had no direction, and having no direction in your life is very, very depressing. Oh, and I was on a probation for a year, and so it was so hard and difficult for me to look at everything in my life and think, how can I get out of this mess? But looking to God gave me that opening in life to really remember that it doesn't matter what situation, you can get out of this. I got out of this. Anyone can get out of the situation that is, their own struggle. But looking back a year from now, I just remember how that felt, and thinking now, everything that I did, every drop of sweat, every hour, every tear I shed throughout my journey, every time I felt like I couldn't do it, every time that I felt like giving up, every time that I didn't know what was going to happen next, I literally just prayed to God and said, God, because I told myself throughout my journey I was going to have my body give out before my mind did. I was so tired of making up excuses as to why I couldn't do things, as to playing the victim. Eventually, I just had to own up to myself and go, okay, I am no longer going to play the victim. I'm going to have my body give out before my mind does, because my mind is strong with God. And I used to pray before every work. I said, God, please just get me through this workout, because doing 3.5 to 4 hours of cardio every day, 7 days a week for 4.5 months is by far the hardest and most exhausting thing I've ever done in my life. But it was so worth it now that I look back at it. And I don't want any of you guys to look at this video and then a year from now think, why didn't I just, do something for myself? Every day we work hard, and tiring, everything is so worth it in the end. Sorry, I'm kind of rambling, but I really want you guys to, go a year from now and think, I did it. I did this. I mean, if I think about everything I came from arrest to expulsion to everything to having a YouTube channel, never in a million years, guys, did I think that my channel would get as popular as it has already, and it's still growing. I mean, I have 1.2, 1.3 million views. I didn't tell anyone throughout my journey, because I didn't even have a phone when I started my first channel. I literally made this YouTube channel because I didn't have communication with anyone. I felt so alone, and you guys have done so much for me, for keeping me going throughout this journey. And that's why when I say thank you so much, I couldn't do this without you guys. I genuinely couldn't, because you guys gave me the inspiration and the motivation to keep going and show that you really can change your life around. And so for that, I'm eternally grateful to all of you, and I really hope that you guys feel inspired to do the same thing I did, because I'm in completely different points in my life. I went from feeling lower than dirt to, having a YouTube channel and self-esteem and positivity, having straight A's my first semester, and feeling good about myself for once in my life. And I owe that all to God. So I hope everyone has a very happy Easter Sunday, and much love from Miss Pink Melts Away.